Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Die Hard Forever, coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model as I continue to play catch up. Today I'll be doing a review on a Gemini Jets Philippine Airlines Airbus A321NEO LR new engine option long-range jetliner aircraft featuring the Sharklets in a 1/200 scale model. I purchased this model from Easy Toys and their website address is www.easytoys.com. But first, before I go into details about this particular aircraft model, please allow me to share with you some information about the history of Philippine Airlines and how they actually came about. Philippine Airlines is a Philippine-based airline that was actually founded on November 14, 1935 by the Philippine Congress, which approved the franchise of the Philippine Aerial Taxi Company Incorporated to provide mail, cargo, and passenger service, particularly on the island of Luzon in the Philippines. Then fast forward to the date of February 26, 1941. That's when a group of businessmen led by the late Andreas Soriano Sr., who was born in 1898 and died in 1964, acquired the franchise of the Philippine Aerial Taxi Company Incorporated, resulting in the name change that eventually came into existence only to become what is known today as Philippine Airlines. And the airline's first commercial inaugural flight officially took place on March 15, 1941, with a single Beechcraft Model 18 MPC 54 on daily services between Manila and Baguio. And soon thereafter, Philippine Airlines acquired the franchise of the Philippine Aerial Taxi Company on July 22, 1941, and the investment from the Philippine government in September of that same year paved the way for its nationalization, as Philippine Airlines officially became the first airline carrier to operate flights out of Asia. And at the time of this video review posting, Philippine Airlines still remains as the oldest Asian airline operator that's still operating in service today under the same name today as when the airline officially commenced operations 82 years ago on February 26, 1941. Whereas the corporate headquarters of Philippine Airlines is located in the PNB Philippine National Bank Financial Center that's located in Pasay City, while the airline's main hub and base of operations is located on the grounds of Ninoy Aquino International Airport, which is located approximately 4.3 miles southwest of Manila proper, which is located along the border between the cities of Pasay and Paranaque. While the secondary hubs of Philippine Airlines are located at Clark International Airport, located in Clark Freeport Zone, Angeles City, Philippines, Mactan Cebu International Airport, located in Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu, Philippines, and Francisco Banguay International Airport, located in Davao City, Philippines. And the Focus City hub of Philippine Airlines is located at Calibo International Airport, located in Boracay, Philippines. Philippine Airlines is the national flag carrier airline for the country of the Philippines, as the airline currently serves 31 destinations in the Philippines and 43 international destinations in Southeast Asia, East Asia, the Middle East, North America, Europe, and Oceania, with an operating fleet of 46 aircraft, which includes 26 Airbus A321s, in which 18 of those are the Airbus A321CEO current engine option aircraft variant, and the remaining 8 are the Airbus A321NEO new engine option aircraft variant, in which 6 of those are actually the long-range version, including this one you're looking at here. And in addition to the 46 aircraft that currently operates in the Philippine Airlines fleet, Philippine Airlines also has unfulfilled orders for an additional 22 more aircraft, which includes 13 more Airbus A321neos, new engine option aircraft, and those aircraft, as we speak, are currently on back order and are awaiting delivery. Also, at the time of this video review posting, Philippine Airlines is currently one of 59 airlines in the world of aviation that currently operates as a certified 4-star airline carrier, according to the international airline review firm Skytrax Magazine, and the Airbus destination code for Philippine Airlines for this particular aircraft is 71N. Alright everyone, let's take a look at the front of the box here. And what you're looking at is the engraved gold Gemini 200 decal featuring the 20th anniversary of Gemini Jets from 1998 to 2018. You see the airline's logo, the Philippine billboard title, the computer-generated picture of the aircraft type, the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model, and item number information you see at the front of the box. All right, now you're looking at the back of the box, and what you see is the engraved gold Gemini 200 decal, as well as some other information, as well as the Facebook social media page of Gemini Jets. You can pause and read that information if you like. In the meantime, I'm going to keep this moving, okay? All right, now you're looking at the top of the box, and what you see is the engraved gold Gemini 200 decal, the adult collectible model and warning information, as well as the item number information you see at the top of the box. All right, now you're looking at the bottom of the box, and what you see there is the little button there. That's a little flat button there. And what you're also looking at is the engraved gold Gemini 200 decal, as well as the website address of Gemini Jets, which is www.geminijets.com. All right, now you're looking at the left side of the box, and what you see is the engraved gold Gemini 200 decal, the 1/200 scale diecast model information, the computer-generated picture of the aircraft type, as well as the item number information you see on the left side of the box. All right, now you're looking at the right side of the box. It's pretty much the same information on the left side of the box I showed you earlier on. All right. Now you're looking at the front of the box, but this time I got to lay down on the table. And the reason is this little flap down here. I'm going to flip that up right there. Flip that up there. And this is the packaging right there. And then that's the actual model stand that was in there. I'm going to let you see that momentarily. Okay. All right. This is the actual model stand that actually came with the model. Like I said, I'm not doing no more reviews with these model stands. I'm pretty much done with them. So, but you got an idea. I got another alternative stand. I'm going to show you that right now. That's the alternative model stand. I'm going to do the model review of it. It's better strong, it's better suited, better situated, and stronger anyway. And you see that black padding there, folks? The sole purpose of that black padding is not only to protect your model, it also prevents from being damaged or scratched when and if you decide you want to put your aircraft model in this particular model stand, okay? All right, with all that information out of the way about the history of Philippine Airlines and how they actually came about and still operating as the oldest operating airline in Asia as we speak, plus all the details here on the box, plus the packaging, plus the model stand that actually came with the model, as well as the alternative model stand that I'll do a review on. But since there's no gear replacement doors for this particular aircraft model, with no further ado, everyone, here is the actual model out of the packaging box. Check it out. There it is, everyone. The Gemini Jets, Philippine Airlines Airbus A321NEO/LR new engine option/long range jetliner aircraft featuring the Sharklets in a 1/200 scale model. All right, let's talk about this unique livery scheme you see on this aircraft. This is actually the current livery scheme of Philippine Airlines, which is actually called the Eurowhite livery scheme. And this livery scheme was first applied on the short 360 transport aircraft in 1986. Following Philippine Airlines corporate branding restructuring, as this livery scheme has been the airline's signature trademark livery look ever since 1986. The Philippine Airlines Eurowhite livery scheme, as well as the Philippine Airlines logo, was actually created and designed by the consultancy firm of Landor Associates, whose global headquarters is located in San Francisco, California. So, with all that information out of the way about this unique livery scheme, with no further ado, let's get down to the nitty-gritty and allow me to show you all the details on this aircraft model. Shall we? Let's check it out. All right, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the port/left side. We're going to start at the front as always, where you see the front nose landing gears, the landing gear struts, the landing gear door featuring the partial registration ship number on that nose gear door. See the pitot tubes, what have you. The radome nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows. I'm going to give you a better visual view of those details later on in the model review. But underneath the cockpit windows is the Airbus A321NEO decal, which you see displayed there. Philippine Airlines actually became the second airline operator in Southeast Asia after Vietjet, respectively, that acquired this prestigious state-of-the-art next-generation narrow-body type jetliner aircraft, as Philippine Airlines took delivery of its first of 21 Airbus A321neos, new engine option aircraft, in which 6 of those are the long-range Airbus A321neo new engine option aircraft variant that Philippine Airlines had placed orders for back on August 28, 2012, along with the Airbus A321ceo current engine option aircraft variant, and received their very first Airbus A321neo new engine option Jetliner aircraft, which bears the registration ship number RP-C9930, which happened to be this aircraft you're looking at here, at a special delivery ceremony that was held at the Airbus Delivery Center facility that's located in Hamburg, Germany on May 31st, 2018. Then fast forward over 1 month later, and that's when Philippine Airlines' first inaugural flight on this particular aircraft actually took place, which was on July 2nd, 2018, and that's when Philippine Airlines officially began utilizing this aircraft on their Manila to Brisbane, Australia route, replacing the Airbus A340-300 that was previously utilized on this particular route, as the airline's entire fleet of Airbus A321NEOs are currently based and operated exclusively out of the airline's main operating hub at Ninoy Aquino International Airport in Manila, Philippines. Philippine Airlines has ordered a total of 21 Airbus A321neos new engine option aircraft to add to their fleet. And at the time of this video review posting, only 8 are currently operating in service, in which 6 of those are actually the long-range version, while the remaining 13 are currently on back order and are awaiting delivery, as this particular aircraft is primarily used on their medium to long-haul routes, as Philippine Airlines expects all 21 of their Airbus A321neos new engine option aircraft to be fully operating in their fleet by the end of 2026. Alright, we still at the front of the aircraft here on the port/left side, and you see the Philippines billboard tiles right there. But more importantly, that little yellow decal you see right next to the L1 entrance door right there, that is the 4-star airline Skytrax decal, the 4-star airline Skytrax decal. Philippine Airlines was officially certified as a 4-star airline carrier by the international airline review firm Skytrax magazine on February 7, 2018, as Skytrax is actually an international airline transport rating organization which is based out of London, England, as Philippine Airlines joined 59 other airline carriers from around the world in this prestigious category and became the first and only airline in the country of the Philippines to obtain a 4-star airline rating at the time of this video review posting. Now, you want to know about the airline ratings? The website address to Skytrax magazine is www.airlinequality.com. Okay? Alright, now you're looking at the center of the aircraft here on the port side, and right behind these engines are the actual landing bogey gears, which include the landing gear doors. But more important, these nice little massive engines here, and these are the Pratt & Whitney PW1133G turbofan type engines that are used on this particular Philippine Airlines Airbus A321neo new engine option long-range version Jetliner aircraft. You also see the engine cones right there as well. We're going to turn this aircraft model around. We're going to actually find out if the turbofan blades do spin. Let's check it out. Alright, now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the port side of the aircraft, where you see the engine stripes right here as well as there. Now let's see if the turbofan blades do actually spin. Oh, perfect. Yes, they do. Alright. Then you see the front visual view of the landing bogey gears here, including the landing gear struts as well as the actual landing gear doors. Now you're looking at the front of the engines on the starboard side of the aircraft, featuring the engine strikes over here, there, as well as over there. And do the fan blades spin over here as well? Yes, they do. Perfect. And then you got the front visual view of the landing bogey gears you see here, which include the landing gear struts as well as the actual landing gear doors. Alright, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft, where you got a better visual view of the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the radome nose cone, the front nose landing gear door, the landing gear lights inside of the landing gear doors, the landing gear struts, as well as the front visual view of the front nose landing gears. Okay? Alright, we're still on the port side of the aircraft. What you're looking at is the wingtip device you see right here. And it actually began sometime back in 2009, and that's when Airbus came up with another creative name for these blended winglets, in which the aircraft manufacturer Airbus decided to call them the Sharklets, which is designed to enhance payload range performance, resulting in less fuel consumption at the same time. Auckland-based Air New Zealand became the first airline to actually have the Sharklets installed on their Airbus A320 aircraft back in 2012. And then there's the red navigation light right there. Sorry about that. The red navigation light you see next to that wingtip device. Now let's talk about the Philippine Airlines corporate logo, which is displayed on the Sharklet wingtip device, which is this right here. And this is the corporate logo of Philippine Airlines. as this logo actually resembles that of the country's national flag of the Philippines, which is formed as two triangles of blue and red with the sun superimposed on the blue triangle, as this logo can also be visibly seen on the tail fin of the aircraft as well. I'm going to show you that right now. There you have it right there. Okay. All right, we're at the back of the aircraft, and what you're looking at is the actual registration ship number, RP-C9930, which is this registration ship number you're looking at here. Registration ship number RP-C9930. This particular aircraft is the first of 21 Airbus A321NEOs, new engine option aircraft, as well as the very first of 6 of the long-range version of this actual aircraft variant that actually entered the Philippine Airlines fleet. And the first test flight on this particular aircraft took place on May 24, 2018, and was delivered to Philippine Airlines 1 week later on May 31, 2018. All right, we still at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, and what you're looking at is the Philippine flag decal, which is this decal you're looking at right here. And this flag decal actually represents the country where Philippine Airlines currently operates from as the national flag carrier airline for the country of the Philippines. And then you see the airline's corporate logo I mentioned earlier displayed here on the tail fin of the aircraft. All right, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft, and what you're looking at is the APU, which literally stands for Auxiliary Powered Unit Exhaust Hole, but there's no hole there. But it is usually be right in there. But right there, little deal right there, that's the strobe light underneath the APU exhaust hole, as well as the entire aircraft from the rear view angle. Check it out. There it is. Awesome. All right, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the starboard side, where you see the front nose landing gears, the landing gear struts, the landing gear door, the partial registration ship number on that landing gear door. You see the PD2 static ports, what have you, the radome nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the Airbus A321NEO decal, the Philippine billboard titles, as well as the front bolt bin door you see displayed there. All right, now you're looking at the center of the aircraft here on the starboard side, where you're looking at the Pratt & Whitney PW1133G turbofan type engines right here, as well as the engine cones right there, as well as the side vision view of the landing bogey gears here, which includes the landing gear doors. All right, now you're looking at the Sharklet wingtip device on this side of the aircraft, including the airline's corporate logo displayed on the Sharklet wingtip device there, as well as the green navigation light you see displayed there next to this Sharklet wingtip device. All right, now you're looking at the rear of the aircraft here on the starboard side, and what you see is the rear bolt bin door, the AFT bolt bin door, the registration ship number, the Philippine flag decal, as well as the airline's corporate logo you see displayed here on the tail fin of the aircraft as well. All right, before I show you this aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft from the aerial bird's eye view here, as well as the undercarriage belly view there as well in full detail, please allow me to let you check out one feature, which is the rolling gears. It rolls pretty good. So far, so good. It does tilt. The front nose landing gear, it does swivel somewhat, not much. It swivels enough, all right? So with that being said, with no further ado, let's check out this aircraft model from the aerial bird's eye view. All right, now you're looking at this aircraft model from the aerial bird's eye view. We're going to start at the front as always, where you see the radome nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows. Then you slide to the top of the aircraft, you see a high frequency antenna. You see the Philippine billboard titles on both sides. See the anti-collision beacon light. The ADF antennas right there. A high frequency antenna. The satellite communications antenna. Another high frequency antenna. And then there's the tail fin of the aircraft, as well as the horizontal stabilizer features little black dots right there, as well as right there as well. Those little black dots on the horizontal stabilizer are actually called the illuminator lights. And the sole purpose of these illuminator lights is that it actually light up this tail fin here when it flies during nighttime. Now let's check at the top of the wings and the engines. You see the engines right there. Top of the wings, no wing walkway, but you got the warning information as well as the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you. Registration ship number, as well as the Sharklet wingtip device you see there. Now let's check out over here. Top of the engine there. Top of the wings, no wing walkway, but you got the warning information as well as the flap, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you, as well as the Sharklet wingtip device on this side of the aircraft as well. All right, now you're looking at the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model. We're going to start at the front of the aircraft there as well. See the radome nose cone, the crew escape hatch door, the front nose landing gear door, as well as the actual front nose landing gear. And then you come up here where it's mostly beige. See a high frequency antenna, the anti-collision beacon light, the hole where the stand goes in at, the Gemini Jet's logo, a high frequency antenna, pressure relief valves, the APU housing doors, as well as the horizontal stabilizers underneath. Let's check out the gears right there, as well as the engines right there, the gears, the engines, and then there's the wings underneath. Includes the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you. Registration ship number, as well as the Sharklet wingtip device you see there. Now let's check out over here. See the gears there, the engines, as well as the wings underneath, which includes the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you, as well as the Sharklet wingtip device you see displayed there as well. All right, since I allowed you to see the aircraft model from the aerial bird's eye view as well as the undercarriage belly view in full detail, now I'm going to put it on that alternative model stand, not the one that actually came with the model. So with no further ado, here is the model on the stand. Check it out. All right, finally got this model on the stand with no problem, no hesitation. As you see it displayed in a takeoff landing position, it's a lot more strong and sturdy than the tripod stand. Anyway, I'm going to allow this model to rotate in a clockwise rotation, starting with the port side, then the tail cam angle, then the starboard side, then the front of the aircraft, and then back to the port side. Check it out. All right, since this particular aircraft model has no alternative gear replacement doors, I'm going to go ahead and take this model off the stand and go ahead and wrap up this model review, okay? All right, let's talk about the seating configuration. Philippine Airlines has two seating configurated cabin layout versions that they actually use on their Airbus A321NEO new engine option jetliner aircraft. However, this particular Philippine Airlines Airbus A321NEO new engine option jetliner aircraft, which is actually the long-range configurated version, it seats 168 passengers in a two-class configurated cabin layout. All right, everyone, here's the breakdown from rows 1 to 3, which will be from here to about right here. You have 12 business class seats in rows 31 to 74, which will be about from here all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. You have an additional 156 economy class seats, which brings the total 168 seats. And finally, in addition to Brisbane, Australia, as the official inaugural international flight destination for this particular aircraft, Philippine Airlines currently utilizes this aircraft or have previously utilized this aircraft, the Airbus A321NEO new engine option jetliner aircraft, the long-range version, on routes from Manila, Philippines to destinations such as Cebu, Philippines, Davao City, Philippines, Hong Kong, Jakarta, Indonesia, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, Mumbai, India, New Delhi, India, Papua New Guinea, Sapporo, Japan, Singapore, Cheney, Sydney, Australia, Tokyo, Haneda, and Tokyo, Narita. Those are the routes. Well, everyone, this will conclude this model review. I'd like to know if you got this model, you plan on getting it. I highly recommend it. A lot of dealers still have it. Even Easy Toys, where I bought this aircraft model from, they still have them available too. If you're a Philippine Airlines fanatic, please snatch it up. You won't be disappointed. So with that said, take care. God bless. Stay tuned. There's more model content coming. Peace.